Hi everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Cardstock Warehouse, and today I am making a fun pattern for my background using only cardstock. So I started out with that white piece of paper and I kind of free-handed, I was going for more of a paint drip look, but it ended up looking like ice cream to me in the end. So I did the first one, traced it out with pencil, cut around it. That's going to be my top layer. Now I'm going in with this purple, which is the grapesicle or lavender pop tone cardstock. And I did kind of, again, a freehand little drippy, I don't know exactly how to explain this, but little drips going down. And I'm just going to go in with each color that I'm using here and just freehand kind of around the previous layers and adding it in so that it looks kind of right to my eye. Now this green, I believe, is the spearmint color. I forgot to write down the green, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but just by looking at it, I would say it's the spearmint color, which is a really kind of pastel-y green. I went with pastel colors because I am just so sick of winter, and I don't know if anybody else gets this way, but I'm ready for spring to be here, and these colors make me feel very springy. So if you haven't checked out their variety of colors in cardstock, you definitely want to go do that. They have pastels, they have brights, they have neon, just tons of options. So this next one is the pink, and this is Cotton Candy. And what I am doing is I am using 8.5 by 11 size sheets of paper. I think the only one I didn't do that in was the lavender, because I apparently don't have any left in the 8.5 by 11. The reason why I am doing this though is so that when I put it on my 12 by 12 background, it will leave a kind of uniform 1-inch border around the edges, and it kind of takes the extra work out of it for me, so I don't have to measure in, to make sure that they're all kind of straight. They all fit together very nicely, and that's a great way to use a combination of 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 cardstock, is to use it to create a border. So my background piece of paper there is the paper bag? Yes, the paper bag craft cardstock. And I really, no, not paper bag. I will have it linked down below, and it's also in the blog post, so you definitely want to check that out. I can't remember if it is the paper bag or not now. Sorry, and I don't have my my list like in front of me at the moment. So, but I am using one of the craft cardstocks. They have, I believe, 3 different colors available, and they are, I love them. They're perfect. They're super thick, and they're amazing for backgrounds and to make projects out of. This blue color that I'm using is the Berrylicious Pop Tone cardstock. And you can see me kind of playing around here. I'm trying to make sure that the layers are, somewhat even, but that they fit together nicely. I don't want the edges to be perfect, so I am cutting the edges off of some of them. This yellow paper is called Banana Split, and it's, again, a great pastel color. And you can see how my drips are getting a little bit smaller as I get down to the bottom, because I don't want them to hang off the page. I don't want to have to cut off, the overhang. If I didn't say it before, that first white color I used is called Pure White, and that's not a pop tone cardstock. It's, but it is an amazing white color. It's actually what I use to make my cards out of, because you can stamp on it really well. And now this last color is it's called Whipped Cream, and it's kind of a off-white. It's just a little bit creamier than like the pure white color. And I wanted to end with kind of like vanilla. because at this point it totally looks like ice cream to me. But this would make an amazing like artist page, or a page about like one of your children who's an artist, or even like a card for an artist. You can use different colors and really make it fun and look like, you know, paint drips. And I'm actually thinking about doing another layout, doing it as paint drips and a picture of my younger daughter, because I just think that would be lots of fun. So now if you were concerned about the bulk of this layout, you could cut down the extra paper. It doesn't bother me at all. So I just left all of the extra chunks of paper on there and didn't really worry about it. So I have this photo of my daughter at her 14th birthday party, and I am just backing it first on some of the silver Mirror Sparkle cardstock. And then I just have this one that looks like sprinkles. It's a pattern paper that I'm using to put behind the silver, just because I wanted some more added colors. So I don't know why I went birthday with this, but it just fit really well. I had this photo and I wanted to scrap it, so I went birthday. And so I pulled out my crepe paper Hooray collection, which was their last year's birthday collection, I believe. And I'm just going to be using this because the colors look so great against that drippy background, and I really, really love how this turns out. So I decided to pop my photo up on some fun foam, and then just choosing where it's going to be. I wasn't 100% sure where I was going, but then I saw all these little animals and stuff in here, so I decided to title this Party Animal so that I could use some of these little animals, because I kind of struggle using them. They're a little weird, you know, so like there's hedgehog and there's little bear, and I think I get a llama on here, and they're just kind of bigger and you know, when are you going to use it, kind of. So it fits perfectly on this layout. So I'm just kind of working on placing things around. I'm not 100% sure like where I want anything, so I pulled out a few things that I really liked. And this collection has some silver sparkle on it as well, so I loved how it went with the silver that I backed the photo in. I'm going to pop some things up on fun foam because, again, I like to mention on my page, so I am not afraid to use that. I keep calling it fun foam. It's like the adhesive foam that you can get in like art sections at Walmart or other craft stores. They're just foam sheets that have adhesive on one side. So I have most of this collection, so I'm going to use a combination of die cuts and stickers and just kind of work on spreading my embellishments around and trying to get, you know, similar colors in each little cluster that I'm working on. Excuse me. And I also did not want to cover up very much of that background because, I mean, that really makes the layout and I really love it. So I do my clusters pretty tightly together so that they're not taking up like a ton of that background space. So I put down the party, and that's going to be part of my title, and then I do pull out some other thickers to add to it because I wanted some blue. There's a lot of blue in this collection, like the dark kind of navy blue, and since I'm using primarily pastel colors in the back, I felt like I needed to represent that blue somewhere else. So I just add it to my title. And it really stands out against all of those colors. So now I'm, you know, still working, trying to figure out, and this is where I'm like, perfect, party animal. I'm going to pull in all these animals that I don't know really how to use and get them kind of spread out over the page. I get that little bear sticker on. There's the hedgehog I think I'm working on right now. And don't get me wrong, I think these animals are adorable. I love them. I just find them hard to use on just a regular layout, you know? So it looks like I got a cat on there. That's from the puppy stickers. And then just adding some star stickers that match kind of the colors on the background and the colors in my embellishments. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to put the little party hat on her actual head because I thought it was kind of cute. And I decide not to do it, and then she actually comes in the room and I ask her, what do you think? Should I put it on your head or not? And she said, no, Mom, don't do that. It looks silly. So I'm like, okay. So I wanted to get some round elements in each one of the clusters, and then I'm realizing that I need another cluster because it felt kind of unbalanced to me. So I'm adding a third cluster, and it's going to go right up above my photo. And so I added a couple of stickers, and now I'm going to find the llama, and that is going to tuck in behind. And again, that's something that I probably never would have used on another layout. Only a layout like this would it work. So just working again with some more stickers. So if you haven't already, I will have links down below again for the papers that I used from the Cardstock Warehouse, but you can also head on over to the blog post and check out, there's some close-up photos and kind of more detail of the process if you want to check that out, as well as links to all of the products that I used from the Cardstock Warehouse shop. It is a great shop with amazing customer service. They're available through Amazon too. If you have like Amazon Prime and you want it super fast, like everything will come through Amazon. So definitely head on over and check it out. It's an affordable way to kind of get your cardstock, and they're thicker cardstock, so they work really well for like all uses. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments and I will get back to you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye!